What's up guys, it's Hubs, and this is going to be Frontier Hunter Season 11. So now that we're in 11 seasons, what do I got? Maxwell, Sheeta, Elza, Rosetta, and Kuda. I'll explain more about why I have them and their spheres and whatnot once we get into this, but I'm going to go ahead and start entrance. And this season, I am gemming. It's got to be top 500. Why? Because they increased the HR ranks. I know, incredible, right? I've been stuck at HR 21 for maybe like 6 months now. I basically got HR 21 when it was first possible to get HR 21. I was top 500 every single season up until then, and they started handing out burst frogs for rewards. Anyways, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do some. I don't think I should even do Sheeta. I think I'd rather have more damage. So Kuda, I'm gonna go with some Rosetta, and Maxwell just does a lot of damage. So Kuda for the crit and attack buff, Rosetta for the 80% spark buff, and Maxwell because she does a lot of damage, and the rest of the guys. So my Maxwell and my friend's Maxwell, if you don't know, are using Geld Knight Axe and Flag Flower. Basically the best fears in Maxwell. Geld Knight Axe doubles your crit damage, also increases crit chance as well. I think it's about 20%, and then Flag Flower increases spark damage by 100%, which is absolutely nuts. And then next up I got my Sheeta. I think he's just using a Malice Jewel. It doesn't really matter what he has because he's here for the buff. So Sheeta's Super Brave Burst, if you didn't know, grants every single element to all my units. It doesn't do any damage, which is totally fine to me. And then basically, so Elza is also a spark buff, but she's here more for damage and BT generation because she's 30 hit SBB. And the order I was going is Kuda for the crit and attack buff, Rosetta for spark, and then I'll probably do. Ooh, do I want to do Elza? Yeah, I want to do Elza next. So she'll override the 80% spark buff by Rosetta. It doesn't really matter though. 80% would be better to have. I guess I could probably replace Elza with someone with a higher hit count and maybe provide some buff like Ignore Defense. That'd probably be actually a lot more beneficial. Yeah, I'll probably have to look into that. Well, the reason I'm using her though is she's really strong and she's also Sphere Frogged and she's imped, so she's one of my stronger units. But yeah. Anyways, got that Kuda, Rosetta. And then I guess if I had given my Elza and Amano Hobbykin, I could use my Maxwells first, and they would also benefit from the 80% spark buff. But like the question is, who would I replace Elza with? There's a new unit that gives attack buff and ignore defense, right? I forgot who it was. Or then Fang is also really good because she can replace Rosetta as well. Because she gives 80% spark buff and she generates 9 BC. We'll have to see though. It'll be like a couple days till we figure out like what the best squads to use are. But yeah, I mean, at least for entrance, this is not going to be a problem. You can see I'm just like, I already have way more points than you need to even to get all the items. And if you didn't know, the reason I always use Maxwell last is because Maxwell is a 30% crit buff, and I don't want that crit buff to override Kuda's 40% crit buff. Yeah, it matters, and it really does matter because. I know that extra 10%. If the difference between critting and not critting is actually huge, like I'll be doing like 15k per hit with crits, and then you do like 1k without crit. It's huge. So critical hits definitely like the strongest thing in the game. Anyway, so it looks like this is entrance done, super easy, and I've got a ton of points for this. I'm probably going to stick with this team and just clear every single one of the Frontier Hunters right now in this one video. Let's see if I can just do it fast. Because why not? I've been kind of lazy with videos lately, and if I can get as much of this content out as soon as possible, that'd be great. So that's about 2.9 mil. So I got my Metal Key, some Friezell, Mech Sword, yay, 2 gems, and a Burst Frog, and a Miramasa, and a Limbo Stone. I remember the very first Frontier Hunter that had entrance, I couldn't get the Limbo Stone, and I was so choked. Or I don't think it was even the first one that had it. I think the second one had Limbo Stone, and I just could not get it. It looks like some of my friends are using Rosetta as a lead. I don't know, honestly I think you can't beat Maxwell leads, you just do way too much damage with them. Alright, anyways, we're going to go with another Maxwell lead. I'm going to grab the same balance set. It really doesn't matter what set I use. I pick balance because it gives me those fusion pots right now, which is going to make it really easy for me to generate SBB on the first turn. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to fusion Kuda, Rosetta, and Maxwell. I might as well just pop the attack elixir anyways. It's going to be Kuda, Rosetta, Maxwell. I wonder, like, what would be more beneficial? Because, I mean, 30% crit buff, I don't know. If like, Elza doesn't crit, that's a lot of damage loss. But then I get extra 10% spark damage on both Maxwells. Could be a possibility. I don't really know. But yeah. Anyways, this is simple enough. Double Maxwell lead is the best for Frontier Hunter. Hands down, no questions asked. I'm pretty sure Maxwell is going to dominate this season as well as your leader. And then Sheeta is just like a staple now ever since he got a 6-star, because 6 elemental buff, that's just going to generate so many points and give you so much more damage in this Frontier Hunter anyways. And then Kuda's always been amazing because of that. He gives crit and attack at the same time, which just makes it so, I mean, it's like a double 2-in-1 buff. So you don't have to waste like another unit trying to buff everybody. And then Spark damage is like in my opinion, it's a huge damage asset. It just boosts, I mean, everything you do is sparking now, right? Like when do you attack and like not spark anymore? Like with so many high hit count guys, like spark, look at that. It's basically doing so much more damage with sparks. Yeah. Though I'm not sure. I mean, there's been a lot of new units. And yeah, I don't know who I'd replace right now. I haven't really thought about it too hard, but yeah, this seems like a good squad. The reason I don't use damage mitigators or healers, if you can't tell, it's because when you're at endgame, it's pretty much useless because you one-shot everything. So you don't need to mitigate any damage. You don't need to heal anything because you're always full HP. And even if you weren't, I mean, so the great thing about Frontier Hunter is you get those like demon flutes. It's in a different item set, but if you ever needed to, like, I would still ditch the healer, and I would just use demon flutes because they increase BC or HC drop by so much that as long as you can keep, well, demon flute does both. It gives you HC and BC drop rate. So as long as you have that up, you basically have infinite SBB every single turn, and you basically fully heal from the heart crystals anyways. So life is really good with it. Anyways, it looks like I'm gonna be done middle right after these guys wipe. I think maybe about 3 mil. Yeah, I'm feeling it. 3 mil. Nope, not even close. Okay, I'll be at like 270 or 2.7 mil, I think. Sounds like that would be about right. Okay. Yep. 2.74. Not bad. I'm rank 19,000. It's terrible. How long has this been out for? Man, I used to hop on like right after the maintenance and then do Frontier Hunter right off the bat. I was that eager to do it back then, but now it's like, I think I'll be fine. I will still probably get, I'm just gonna use this. My buddy here doesn't even have a Gale Knight Axe. But yeah, I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna gem it anyways. I'm gonna get that top 500. It's gonna be not, I don't know if it's gonna be a walk in the park anymore, but I mean, I'm gonna get it. No one's gonna stop me because I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna gem it all the way. Might as well figure out how to auto battle it. I think that'd be the easiest way. Auto battle while I'm at work. Yeah. So anyways, this is the end now. End is quite a bit harder than mid. As long as you have like a full 6-star party or squad, I don't think end would be a problem at all. It shouldn't be a problem. Oh, this is great. I remember back in the day when, so like end is kind of random with what mobs spawn. Terminus always has the exact same mobs on every single round, which makes it like a lot easier to grind. But end would have like random mobs, and in the beginning it was so hard to score points because, I mean, you couldn't one-shot everything. So you didn't do enough damage, you didn't spark enough, and all that crazy stuff. So we would basically have to pray for one of those big fat jewel gods to come out, or the glutton god, the metal god. And what would happen is these weren't like normal ones. They would have like crazy amounts of HP, and you would basically just like auto attack them with Kikuri, and you would like slowly whittle down their HP while getting all like the elemental advantage, and they dropped a lot of coins too. And that was like the way to score high in Frontier Hunter, and it was like this, it was like the stupidest thing ever. And I'm glad that we're away from it now. But now that we think back about it, it's like, you know, now it's like too easy, I guess. Well, it's too easy if you're endgame. If you are just getting to this point where you have maybe like one full 6-star squad and you're working on getting other 6-stars, and I mean, it's a lot more difficult, and I guess it's a lot funner for those people. But for guys like me who have just been like, man, we're like seasoned veterans at this. Like when Hunter comes out, we just get our rewards and like that's it. I mean, it's still a nice change, and Gumi's been really good with updates in the last month. We had that stupid dry December that had absolutely nothing, and then they've really picked up since then, which is great. But yeah, I don't know really where I was going with that train of thought. Going all over the place right now. Anyways, this is going to be the last round. So, yep, Sheeta, Kuda, Rosetta, got me that Elza, Maxwell, and looks like it's over. Boom. I do like the new trial though. That BB gauge draining, it's kind of a tough mechanic because it makes Lily Mama like almost necessary to beat it. I don't know anyone who's beat it without using a Lily Mama leader. If you have, you know, definitely let me know what squad you use, because I would be definitely curious. If you haven't seen my video, I tried. My first party was a Trident leader. My second party had a Lily Mama, but I couldn't generate enough BC to keep that squad alive. And then my third squad saved the day with a Lily Mama leader in my L tree. But yeah, I'm super curious if anyone's been able to beat Trial X1 without using a Lily Mama. Because that's her name. Where's my Sphere Frog? It's like 900k, right? Yeah, buddy. Sphere Frog. I actually Sphere Frogged my Rosetta right before this. I have no orbs left. Recover. Good times, good times. Now let's do Terminus. Okay. So I would like to bring Gale Night Axe and Flagflower friend. So this time, I think I'm not going to bring... Actually, let me just take a look at who it is. So it looks like there's a lot of dark units for Earth, so fire would be not bad to bring actually. I could bring Ciara. She would be not bad, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna stick with this party for now, and let's see. It looks like 3 2 2 1 3 2. That's the number of enemy units there are. So with the very first one, are there fusion pots and demon flutes? I don't think so, but we can get 4 demon flutes, which will make this easier. Do I have demon flutes and defense elixirs? Yes, we do. And pure elixirs and revive. So okay, I'm gonna take a protector set. Sounds like that would probably be the best to bring. Protector set has always been the best in terms of survivability, and then balance set's usually for like clearing it fast. So I'm gonna defense elixir first, turn demon flute. So my goal here is to generate enough BC for my guys to go off, but then again, I'm kind of scared. So we got Bard, Eric, and Ez. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack Eric with all my guys. I'm gonna try to attack close together so they spark, and see that BB gauges fill. So I've got my 2 Maxwells up. I might as well, like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cure everybody, and then I'm gonna go for 1 more turn of attacking. So make sure everyone's full. And I'm going to go ahead and attack Ez this time, because I still want to do the multi-kill, if I can. And this is going to give, I think, everyone BB. Okay, not Sheeta. That's fine. That's not a big deal. So my Maxwell has SBB, which is great. Then we got Kuda, Elza, Rosetta. I'm actually not sure what the BBs do. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Maxwell, Kuda. I'm just going to use the regular BBs. Elza, Maxwell, and then Sheeta. So I believe I'll still get full SBB off. So 3 enemy units with all my guys using their BB should be good enough to get everyone SBB. I hope. Yes, perfect. So that's what I was looking for. That way I'm still going to have demon flutes for battle 4 and possibly battle 6 and 7. I might need them. I don't know yet. This is my first time running it. I do know what enemies are coming up, but I don't really know how they behave. So this is what I'm doing. So I have 3 demon flutes. I want to try to not use them if there's only 2 enemy units. I'm hoping that using this squad, I'll be able to fully recover SBB with only 2 enemy units with Rosetta and Elza. If that's not the case, I might want to replace my Rosetta with another Elza, because that's going to increase my potential BC by like A little bit. It's like, I think Rosetta's 22 versus Elsa's 30. So the difference is like 8 potential BC, but that's 8 potential per unit. So 8 times 3, like 24 potential BC. I think that's how you do the math. Anyways, it looks like that's not even going to be a problem. All of my guys have their SBB. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Cuda, Rosetta, Elsa, and my double Maxwells. Yeah, I really think I should replace Elsa, but I just don't know what to replace her with yet. Anyways, yep, crazy amount of sparks here. And I'm hoping for the big points. So now it's going to be Zool, or whatever this guy is. So with this guy, he's dark. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do here. He doesn't seem like... Okay, this is Frontier Hunter, so even though he's like a trash mob, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. So I'm going to proc 1 Maxwell, and I'm going to see what happens. Okay, so very little damage, no crits at all. I'm going to go ahead and proc another Maxwell, and I just want to see... So it looks like I don't think I can crit him, so I'm going to go ahead and just use everybody. I probably should have used Sheeta for... I'm just going to attack with Sheeta. Okay, no, you can crit, so that's bad news for me. Because I crit him, I did too much damage. Okay, that's kind of scary. I'm going to cure my Cuda. I use a defense elixir, right? Actually, I don't know. I'll use another one just in case. I'm scared. I'll admit it. I don't want to have anyone die because... No, this is not good. Is it good? I really need SBB on all my guys. No, that was not good. That was not good. Next time I do this, I'm going to use like maybe 1 or 2 Maxwells and then just attack for like 3 turns straight. This might not be the end of the world though. So let's see, we got Lilith, Ferris, and Mario. So 3 Earth. Then we got Alice and Elsa next. So I'm going to lose a lot of points for this, but I'm going to go ahead and just kill them and take the free ride out of here. I think it's worth it. Whatever. So by that I mean I'm just going to use Maxwell's... Wait, what the heck? How do my Maxwells have... What? They have... What? Why did they have SBB? Did I pick up a treasure box at... No. Who fills BB gauges? Does Rosetta fill... No. Rosetta. I'm gonna Google this right now. Rosetta Brave Frontier. No way. Rosetta... She doesn't fill BB gauges. Yeah, she doesn't. She's only 20 hits, so she only has 20 potential BC drop, I think. How did my BB... I need to go rewatch this video and see what happened. But whatever the case was, like, I mean, I shouldn't be complaining. That was, like, a godsend for me. Does Sheeta do that? I don't know. I don't understand. I want to know what happened. It must have been the treasure box. It must have just filled my gauges. Which, again, I really shouldn't complain about. Look at that, like 19k hits. Anyway, so looks like there's going to be a pretty simple season of Frontier Hunter. I forgot how many points you need to get all the rewards. It's like 1.6 mil, right? So it means like I should guaranteed have this. So this is last round with Maxwell. I don't know how strong this Maxwell is. I usually have been able to one-hit all the final bosses, but because I'm scared, I'm going to lose the no item bonus. I'm going to go ahead and use my Sheeta. Maxwell, Rosetta, Elsa, and then Maxwell. And I'm hoping for a one-shot still. Yeah, and we got it. Sweet. So still very, very easy season of Frontier Hunter if you have a double Maxwell lead. Sheeta, and then, you know, you've got Cuda. There are many other replacements for Cuda now. Elsa, Rosetta, Fang all create spark damage buffers. But then the thing is, like, I've got crazy spheres. So I've got like Yell Night Axe, Heavenly Bud, whatever other stuff. Flag Flower. Yeah, I don't know. Good times, good times. Anyways, looks like I'm ranked 2000 now. Lots of gems. Whoa, what's an evil halberd? I've never seen that before. I'm actually gonna go check that out right now. Another leg wand. Yay, I'm drowning in leg wands. I got like 7 or 8 of them now. But yeah, if you guys want to take a look at my items. Oopsie, I have like So many spheres. How many Medulas is that? 1, 2, 3, 15. 15 Medulla gems. 7 evil shards. 6 steeple roses. I even like never sell my spheres. I have 8 leg ones. Only 1 mouse. What is evil halberd? Adds slight chance of affecting a random status element. Okay, so garbage. That's pretty garbage. I should really sell these prize jewels. I think that's like 20 something mil worth of prize jewels. Old coins. Another like maybe a couple mil of those. I crafted 5 frozen myths during that event. All the event spheres. Man, I really just not stopped playing this game. Anyways, you know, this has been a super long video. Thanks for watching, guys. That's Frontier Hunter Season 11. And I'll see you guys next time.